South Carolina Governor Mark Sanford isn't saying whether he'll stay in office after admitting he was having an affair. He apologized after leaving the country for a week without telling anybody where he was going. CBS News correspondent Kelly Kobiea is live in Columbia, South Carolina, with the latest on the growing scandal. Good morning, Kelly.
Amanda, good morning. To many here in South Carolina, this came as a complete surprise. For 18 emotional, at times tearful minutes, Governor Mark Sanford said he was having an affair, it was wrong, and he's sorry.
I've been unfaithful to my wife. I developed a relationship with what started as a dear, dear friend from Argentina. It began very innocently, as I suspect many of these things do.
But by last July, Governor Mark Sanford was professing his love to a woman identified as Maria in emails obtained by South Carolina newspaper The State. He wrote, "Despite the best efforts of my head, my heart cries out for you, your voice, your body, and an even deeper connection to your soul. I feel a little vulnerable because this is ground I have never, certainly never covered before." And Maria wrote him, "You are my love. Sometimes you don't choose things, they just happen." Governor Sanford says he told his wife and sons about the affair 5 months ago. Jenny Sanford, his wife and one-time campaign manager, said in a statement Wednesday the couple separated 2 weeks ago, quote, "with the goal of ultimately strengthening our marriage."
I hurt my wife, I hurt my boys, I hurt friends like Tom Davis, I hurt a lot of different folks. And all I can say is that I apologize.
Sanford, a rising star in the Republican Party, also likely hurt his chances at higher office, not only admitting to an affair, but to misleading the public and his own staff about his disappearance.
He is now resigning that. Mississippi Governor Haley Barbour is stepping up. And so he doesn't really have the position that he had before. And certainly this story is going to haunt him for years to come.
Still, the political daggers are down for now.
It's really not a Republican or a Democratic issue. It's a personal issue.
Governor Sanford, in a follow-up statement to his press conference, said that he would use the rest of his time in office here to gain back the trust of South Carolinians, but it may be a tough road for him. Politico is reporting this morning that he made at least 4 taxpayer-paid trips to Argentina during his time in office. Still not clear, though, whether he visited his mistress during those trips. He did say yesterday at his press conference that this last trip was paid for by him. Harry?
Kelly Kobiea in Columbia, South Carolina, thank you very much. Gina Smith broke the story of the governor's trip to Argentina. She reports for the State newspaper in South Carolina. She's in Atlanta this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you guys had heard rumors about the affair, had seen some of these emails, some months ago already?
Yes, we had received anonymous tips. We had the emails for a little while, and we just started gradually piecing things together. And finally this week, after catching the governor coming off of a plane from Buenos Aires, felt like we finally had enough detail to break the story.
Sure. When you saw him as he got off the plane, what was his reaction when he saw you?
A bit surprised, and I was surprised too. You know, part of it was luck. I didn't know for sure that he would be getting off of that plane in Atlanta, so we both were a little surprised to see each other. And then he agreed to sit down with me for a few minutes and talk. And as we sat down, I realized that he did seem sort of dejected, sad, frustrated. Definitely, he seemed like someone who was caught off guard and tired.
These emails now that you've known about for some time, and now everybody else in the public knows about. I'm going to put one of them on the screen. I'm not going to read all of it. He's talking about this woman in these emails. In what century does this guy live in? Because if you print it, if you put something online, it lives forever. When the people in South Carolina see this, how are they going to react to it?
They're already shocked and stunned by what's going on. Very sad. Offering condolences to the first family, hoping they can work it out. I suspect, though, either today or in the next few days, we're going to see that tone change from sorrow to anger, and we'll start seeing some calls for impeachment, both from Democrats at the South Carolina State House and also from some of Sanford's enemies within the Republican Party.
his wife is this extraordinary woman, worked on Wall Street, very powerful influence in his political life. She is giving him the space to sort of get his act together. Will the people in South Carolina take their cues from her?
I think so. You know, I think she's handled it with great dignity and class, releasing a statement yesterday about how she loves him, she forgives him, she thinks their marriage can be salvaged. And the reason why she didn't know where he was last week was because they were going through a trial separation, and she asked him not to talk to her, and I think that, yeah, she's handling it really well, and I think people will turn to the First Lady on how we should handle it.
See how this all plays out. Gina Smith, thank you very much.